Alright, back for the final. Definitely want to play first, and we've got a keeper, I think. It's always kind of risky, but you really don't want to mulligan and play, and I have two solid 3-drop. I have the combo Restraint Slayer. With one land I'm already doing fine, so yeah. Gossip Monger was not the best card ever, but if I draw a land next turn I can flip it, it's actually decent. Especially if my opponent is playing some blue things. And I got an island even. Alright, sweet. Now it's... Well, I'm gonna play the Hunter then. Because I don't want to play the Slayer before Restraints, really, when I already have Restraints. And I don't want to play Extricator of Sin right now, so yeah. We'll do that. And Hunter is actually a good threat against a blue-black deck. Obviously blue has some flyer, but they tend to have ground creatures too. Mostly. Might see a Stitched Mangler coming out here. One of the best zombie, and you know blue-black is known for zombie. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, the hand was kind of risky, but turnout's fine. I mean, obviously you'd rather play turn 1 Monger, turn 2 Target Hunter, but given what I kept, I cannot complain about those throws. Depending on what my opponent does here, I might not want to flip that though. Well, Scholar definitely makes me want to flip though. It's pretty much a no-brainer. Okay, I drew another 3-drop in the meantime that I can play, fine. Okay, I have a bit of pressure here, which is nice. I also have a removal, I have the Slayer, it's looking fine. Let's see if they have maybe a Giza's Beating, or you know, like they could have Nice Madness. Or they are just trying to get rid of lands and drawing spells. Maniac. Okay, Maniac does give them a decent blocker, I guess. I could Choking Restraints the Horror and boost that and go like super beatdown. I don't really want to Extricator of Sin right now. I don't really want a Slayer either. I think it's actually worth it, especially since blue-black tends to have Emerge, so putting restraints on a token is actually not the worst, and yeah, I kind of like that actually. And it lets me be really aggressive. Like my opponent can either chump block or go down to 8. If they go down to 8, to me it indicates that they have some sort of Emerge in their hand. Maybe a Droneyard Behemoth, maybe a Wretched Grief, who knows. Okay, Fogwalker is decent. I guess it's gonna be a Hunter. Now the question is, do they have a... I think Droneyard Behemoth... No, it's actually 8 mana with the Emerge, so they cannot, you know, pay 3 plus the Maniac, it would not work. They could have a Wretched Grief still. Since they tap that, I think... I don't know what it means. Probably Wretched Grief. Given that they took the damage and they did not tap the flyer, it kind of feels like Wretched Grief, but maybe I'm just, you know, trying to... Okay... Interesting, because, you know, this can get pumped, but I'm kind of restrained on mana, so I wonder if tapping the Hunter was not a better option here. Oh well, my opponent doesn't know my hand, and they might have things that I don't know about, so who knows. Chaplain was a decent draw. What I'm fearing right now is that my opponent is probably, as you know, they are looting each turn. They probably have a solid late game with that blue-black deck, especially since they are in final. And even though my hand and my draw is quite powerful and I was able to apply pressure, if I continue to miss land drop and be restrained on mana, that could hurt me a fair amount. And I would assume that after that third loot, my open hand is pretty close to, you know, full of spell and of good spells. So yeah, I mean things are, you know, if you look at the HP and the board, I'm slightly favored. I mean I'm favored quite a lot even, but I could see this game slowly slipping out of my hands, if my opponent, if they just got a Wretched Grief, I have no more good attack. Uh, then I can potentially, Choking Restraints ability plus Slayer the Restraints on the Grief and continue to attack with Flyers. Nearest Chaplain can also give me Flyers, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know. I think one of the worst things that can happen right now is a Wretched Grief, but that's at common level. Now my opponent could have, I don't know, Dark Salvation. Who knows? Who knows what's going on here? I like blue-black. It's my favorite archetype in general in most stats. I love to play blue-black into Rose. Blue-black control is just one of my favorite things to do. But in Rise of the Eldrazi, Eldritch Moon, Shadows, it's kind of hard to make work. Sometimes it's good though. Blue-black Emerge, I think, is something you can be doing. You have Removal, good card quality potentially. So yeah, that's a decent way. Another thing I wanted to say, and I forgot to say before, is just using restraints on the horror is also nice because of Dragonder. Because blue deck tends to have bounce spell, and if you use restraints on a creature, they can get back their creature. But I guess if they do it, the restraints go to the graveyard, so it's kind of nice for me. Okay. So they do have some zombies shenanigans, synergies going on here. They still don't have great blockers for next turn, though. I guess Skeleton give them a nice blocker. Yeah. Alright. Okay, drawing a land was good. Do I want to make the trade here? So if I attack with everything and I block here, I can pump and then get 2 Token Spirit, which is kind of good. And they would block here, there, and there. They kind of have to make some blocks. The trade between these two is bound to happen. I don't really want to, Shocking Restraints and then Restraints on the Crow. I'd rather keep the second Restraints for something like a Wretched Grief. And I kind of want to get my Spirit Tokens. And it's not like doing that will use my mana so badly because I can, spend 2 mana here and still use 5 mana this turn. They kind of have to block here. I don't think they want to go down to potentially... Oh, they blocked but did not... But jump with the Maniac. Okay, that works. Fine. Nebulous of Dusk and Unallowed in the grave. So now, does that change my plan? Do I want to cast Facebearer Paladin over getting my token and be a bit more mana efficient? I think so. It really depends on what they have in hand, but Paladin is looking quite threatening on this board. And using the mana efficiently is important, obviously. It's close call because the tokens could kill my opponent quite fast if they don't have any follow-up flyers, which they might not have. Interesting game nevertheless. My opponent got kind of a slow start because of Scholar, but mine was not super fast either because everything was delayed by a turn. The Rabble and the Spirit. Otherwise they would probably be dead right now, or at 2, or in a much worse spot. They would have had to jump block and stuff like that. Advanced Teachwing, okay, interesting. Since they took back their prized Amalgam last turn, it's not as good as it could have been, but still a nice blocker. But it's a very decent card to put Choking Restraints on. And now that I know it's gonna come, I can maybe, it depends on what my opponent does here. 13 deaths. Okay, that was good. I'm not gonna lie. Drawing a land is nice. So if they take damage, I will just deal 2. If they block, I'm gonna pump. I think they are taking damage down. Oh no, okay, well, I'll kill that thing then. I think I want to get those flyers more than anything else right now. Especially since they did not get the Stitch Wing yet. That seems kind of appealing. So now if they leave mana to reanimate that thing, I can maybe use the Choking Restraint. It's not very mana efficient, but being able to get back the restraints and put on the Maniac, I mean the Stitch Wing the turn afterwards is like quite appealing. Again, it really depends on what my opponent does here. They've been looting so much, they have such a huge advantage. I'm really worried about that. Like if they have one really good card in their deck, like I don't know, Dark Salvation maybe, or I don't know, there are plenty of good cards. It's gonna be annoying. And now they can put back the Amalgam back into the graveyard. That's sweet. So I think the plan for their next turn is to get back the Stitch Wing, I would assume. They might even get it now, so they have the Amalgam to block my Rabble next turn. And then I cannot even really restrain because I have to use 2 mana to make the trade happen. Yeah, that's probably a good play. They need to do that now, though. If they wait for my turn, they will take unnecessary damage from the Rabble. If they don't have more flyers or Rimvol, and I use the restraints, second restraints on the Stitch Wing, it's gonna be pretty bad for them, though. Okay, yeah, they did that, which is not super... Oh, they have another Stitch Wing? That's... and a 10-10 Elite. Okay, I think we'll have to change the plan a little bit right now. Yeah, okay. That's a good elite. I've never seen that card being that great, but here it's certainly good. And mutation is not gonna do a whole lot. Huh. Okay. Oh, this enters the battlefield tapped. I forgot about that. But they have a nice blocker here. I don't see any reason not to block. Like it's not like I can pump that for +7. It's a free block, and maybe I haven't forgot about that, but I have to attack. I would not attack otherwise, obviously. I'm not sure if they are playing around stuff, thinking about what I could have right now. But there's no card that punish you for blocking here. There is no pump spell big enough, and there's no effect like destroy target blocking creature. There is Write Down, obviously, but I don't have any red mana. So it's a free block, and I have to attack, so... I don't know. I think they probably forgot that I have to attack, and that's why they are puzzled. Or maybe they just, you know, take a break from the game. I don't know. If they take damage, that'd be amazing, though. That'd be really amazing. Mutation is not really helping with the elite. I guess it's kind of good on the Stitch Wing. I can put it and then swing for 1. They still have a fairly large blocker, though. My opponent has 1 card left in hand. They are still looting. Maybe they will end up milling themselves. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe did they just disconnected? Maybe. No. Maybe I disconnected. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they are looking through the card to see if something could happen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. That was to be expected. I kind of want to remove that from the game, but if I do, I take 9 from the elite. So I think I should apply. I should put some board pressure to. I mean, some creatures on the board to make my opponent less inclined to attack. Yes, I'm gonna sack a plains, drop my island, play the scab, and pass the turn. Because if I just remove that from the game, like I take 9, I go super far behind on the board. It's not really a spot where I want to be. Soon some of my creatures are gonna die, so I guess the mutation is gonna get better, but right now it's not really stopping the elite. My opponent can't really afford to attack with Stitch Wings. So if I just choking restraints the horror, get it back with a Slayer and then use it on the elite, they might not have a lot of ways to kill me. I don't know. Not sure what's left in their deck. They are looting. Okay, Seagraph Gap to the graveyard. Yeah, it's blue-black zombie control. So far, my opponent showed several decent cards and some nice synergies, but nothing too crazy. Like, when I'm playing against this deck, because it's not a tier 1 deck, it's not very good most of the time, I always expect really sick things like Giza and Geralf. I'm glad I mean, Wretched Grief is very annoying, but they might attack with the Stitchwing now, and that'd be pretty good for me. They are attacking with the elite. I guess you got me for 10. That's that's a good amount. Alright. Now I kinda have to restrain on the elite. But if they reanimate another 3-4 flyer, they can start to beat down in the air, which is annoying. Yeah. Don't love this spot, but like I have to sacrifice a creature each turn, and I don't think I don't have any removal that's gonna kill that. And actually, they cannot really afford to attack with those flyers, just because I have quite a good board on the ground. So yeah, like if they attack with a flyer, I can swing in for quite a bunch the turn after. I don't think I'm very close to Delirium by any... Yeah, I'm lacking 2 types. I guess I could get the mutation into the graveyard at some point, but... well, if they are discarding Crow, it's probably not a good news for me. Okay, Newsgraph Mob. The question now is, will my opponent be able to kill me before I can kill them? I don't know. So if I captain and attack with everything, they will have 4 blocker because of the Newsgraph Mob. And they would take 2 from 1 spirit, block everything most likely. They would eat one of my creatures with that. Though I guess I could mutation and then we trade with one of the 3 power creature. One of the 2/2 zombie would trade here. It's hard to tell if it's worth making this attack. Let's think about it. So, actually those will be 4/3, so a zombie would not trade. I think it might be worth it. If they block with the mob, I kill it because I mutation and it loses 1 more counter. And they got only 2 zombies out of it, and 1 zombie will not be able to block, the other zombie will have to chump block. Yeah, I think it's looking good enough to me. And I don't die on the backswing, really. Do I? Yeah, that's another question because I got pretty low because of that stupid thing. I will have two blockers on the ground. This will not deal any damage. No, I don't really die if they attack me. And I think this is a good enough attack. I tap my mana wrongly though, because now I cannot pump the scab, which is kind of lame. 4 blockers. I don't think this should attack. No. Yeah, having more power here would be good though. Maybe they will... No. I think the attack is good, but yeah, I should have tapped my mana better. If they don't, they have to jump here no matter what. Huh. Yeah, so that's the block I expected. Now I wonder if I want to give them another zombie or if I should not let the trade happen. I lose a spirit, but I think it's fine. I don't really want to give them a free zombie. So all in all, having one more blue did not matter because they had to jump the scab anyways, but because they were taking 2 from one of the spirit, but yeah, still kind of dumb way to tap my mana. And the news, I mean, I kind of got rid of the news graph mob by attacking this way, and my opponent is still not in the best way, like in the best spot here. They cannot really afford to attack. I guess they have 3 cards in hand, probably some good cards. I still don't have Delirium. I'm not even close, which is funny because it's quite late in the game. Very interesting game. I wish I had another Slayer left in my deck so I could maybe get even more value out of that restraints. If they attack with both creature, I kind of have to use mutation right now so I don't die to certain death. If they attack only with one, I don't know what I'm doing though. Mutation is not even the best in defense. I feel like I kind of want to soak 3 damage here. I mean, it can pump the scab though, which is appealing. But going down to 5 is not very good. Feel like I kind of want to be doing that. I don't think that one more, I mean, +1/+1 on the scab will matter a lot next combat, because even if it's +1/+1, it still gets blocked by the Stitwin, and best case, you know, if I pump, we trade, but I can still do that by pumping twice anyways. So I don't think it will matter, and not taking 3 is good here. And I would use the mutation on a 3/4 flyer most of the time anyways. And going down to 5 is kinda not so great. If I restrains, it puts 1 type in my graveyard, so I would be 1 type away from having Delirium. If I can get Delirium, I think this will win me the game. Not really. It's not really upgrading my creatures that much. Ghoulsteed, fine. Yeah, I guess we are just dropping the Paladin and passing the turn. I don't see any better move. Maybe we can go to up to a point where my opponent will just you know, end up milling themselves, or maybe they will kill me with 0 card in their library like I did last game. That was funny. I mean, not last game. not even last match, and substantiate on their own elite. Okay, that's bad news, I guess. This will probably be good enough to kill me. Cryptolic Fragment not looking particularly good right now. Okay, well, nothing I can do here. They have no cards left in hand. Oh, this actually flips right away, yeah, because I'm at 8. Yeah, I think my opponent will be able to kill me before I can kill them. The elite, yeah, getting back the elite is just a bit too annoying, and then the Aurora is also a problem. They can get back another Stitch Wing of the skeleton and the land they have in hand, probably. Kinda have to chump the Stitch Wing, right? Otherwise, next time this taps, I die. Yeah. And they can reanimate another. Yeah, I think it's game over. I don't have any card in my deck that can actually make me come back here. And that's kind of what I was thinking about. The incremental card advantage from my opponent, the Stitch Wing, and the zombies just ended up destroying me. I kind of wonder why they did not discard these two to play a Stitch Wing. This seems slightly better and more threatening, but I think I'm dead no matter what. Essence Flux. That doesn't really help. It's kind of nice with the captain, but like here it's not going to be worth it. So yeah, they do have 13 deaths. They do have unsubstantiate. So the question is, will Turn-Aside be good for the next games? And I think it might be decent. But yeah, I'm quite dead here. And I don't see why my opponent would not go for the kill. Alright, you got me. Yeah, I mean, this game is pretty much... I mean, the Scholar just... I mean, this thing looting for like 10 turns just kill me pretty much in the end. And yeah, had I been able to cast turn 1 Monger, turn 2 Hunter, I think I would have won. That would have been enough damage, but I missed 4 damage here, and my opponent ended up being at 4, so it would have forced some Shun block, maybe some, who knows, but it would have been better, definitely. Okay, so, well, I'm not sure about how good Turn-Aside is gonna be. Doesn't seem extremely good. Mental is awful, they have 2 bounce spell, probably not what I want. Could see Expose Evil being decent, though. Mutation was not looking very great. I think I'd rather have Expose Evil in this matchup. And I think that's about it. I guess Thirsting Axe is actually interesting in this kind of matchup. It's kind of annoying for my opponent because I'll have huge attackers. Not sure if it's that good though, and I don't really know what I would cut for this. So I think we'll just go with that deck. The thing is, even though my start was not perfect, I did not have the turn 1 Gossip Monger and so on so forth last game, my draw was still quite aggressive, but it was not good enough, so I don't know. On the other hand, my opponent is pretty low on time, so if I can win that one, maybe they will not be able to win on time the third game, who knows. Skeleton, okay, don't really mind that too much. I just hope I don't draw too many more lands, but... Reserves looking fine. They do have some flyers though, but some of them are 2/1s, which just scales very poorly against reserve. So, it's probably fine. Fragment. Alright. This is probably not a great card in this matchup, because... I don't know, I feel like I'm the the aggro player. I should have attacked with that. I missed 1 damage for no reason. That was kind of stupid. I was not paying enough attention, to be completely honest. I'm gonna block here. Like, if they have borrowed malevolence, whatever. I mean, if they have something that deals 1 damage or give -1, they can kill a spirit anyway, so it's not too bad. Several options. I think the best option is to attack with 2 spirits, play Cathar, keep just the wind available, tap their Amalgam most likely, and trade with the Dragoon if they let me do so. Not even sure that I want to trade. Like, I kind of like this racing situation. It feels like I should be winning if this goes longer. If they only attack with that, I will block though. Yeah. My creature is weaker than their creature, I think, and this gets kind of blocked by the skeleton. Even though it will be 2-3 attacking, they can just pretty much unblock forever, and it's likely that they play a 3-4 this turn anyways. That's very annoying. Not sure how I'm gonna deal with that, really. And Gone Missing is not a very good option. Ugh, not good. They will get zombies no matter what I do. Yeah, that card is probably better than it looks. I haven't played with or against that card a whole lot though. Let's attack first. Yeah, it's gonna be trouble. I will not beat that army of zombies. I think I should just pass the turn, honestly. Probably take 5 from the Amalgam, but I mean 3 and 1, but not a whole lot I can do. Yeah, that's gonna be tough to beat. I don't really know what I can do, honestly. Stitchwing now. So if I bounce a zombie, they get another zombie. That's a nightmare. Kind of have to go. Yeah, I don't really see how I can win that game. Newsgraph mod is much stronger than I anticipated. It's actually the first time that I really play against that card. But casted on turn 5, it's really good. Yeah, pretty sweet card. Okay. Guess I'm giving my opponent more zombies, but I'm not sure I have any choice. I mean, nothing in my deck really deals with that card efficiently. So now I'm going down to 5. Yeah, that's a destruction. Like, if you have a couple 2-3s, you can probably deal with the 2-2, but I don't. And I cannot kill my opponent. I guess I can sack a clue. Seems like it's over though. Yeah, Newsgraph mob is good. I'll give you that. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That army of zombie. And the fragment is gonna kill me if the zombie don't kill me. So I kinda have to block 2 zombies, jump these 2 guys. Tap, transform. Just the win one zombie. This way I can survive one more turn, which is probably not really gonna be enough. But yeah. And they get 2 counter. Yeah, that's a beating. And I cannot one-shot my oven. They are at 13. This actually kills me. Yeah. So I'm dead. They probably just tapped it. This is why it's frozen. Yeah, I don't think there was any way to win that game, or last game for that matter. My oven deck turns out to be really solid. I did not think Newsgraph Mob was that good, but it is. I guess I'll pay more attention to that card next time in the draft. It seemed kind of clunky to me, but it's actually very efficient, very resilient to reinvolve. So yeah. All right, that's good to know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that draft and see you for another one.